Hey everybody, it's Megabyte here. Once again, we're here for the American Muscle Series. This week we're at Portland. I missed the one last week at Coda. I'm alright with missing that race. But anyway, this week we're at Portland, and so far we're the fastest guy on the track. We took the pole again. Didn't have too much rust left on there after taking a week off, so we'll be starting from the top spot. We got Andrew Bailing, Luis Enriquez, and Neil Kemp, Jeff Schnackle, David Moore, all of them lined up right behind us. And they're going to want that top spot. Let's grid up and see how it goes. All right, the lights are up. Let's go racing here at Portland.
Green flag, green flag. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear on the left, 2 wide. Clear.
I practiced that start 100 times and never missed that shift, and then sure enough, come race time, had to miss it. But we recovered. We're still out front. Cold tires, gotta take it easy.
Doing up now should get us to the end.
All right, as we wrap up lap 1 here at Portland International Raceway, we were able to hold on to the lead for the first lap despite missing our shift to second there at the start. But Andrew Bailing putting the pressure on behind. You're going to see that story for the whole rest of this race. We're nip and tuck the whole time. I go into deeper depth and dive into all the various places that he's faster than me and I'm faster than him at the end of the race in the recap. So make sure you stick around for that. Little bit surprised at the amount of pace that we were able to maintain throughout this race. We had to start the race with full fuel, no pit stop. So we had to make these tires last with a really heavy car here at the start. I'm a little bit tentative. You can see through this section, I'm usually faster than Andrew through the majority of the race, but here I'm taking it real easy on these tires. He's able to get right up on my back bumper as we head down the back straight, and we'll pick up the rest of the race from there. We'll see you at the end.
Bailing is piling the pressure on.
Right side. Still there.
Good pass, good pass. I gotta get that final corner figured out.
No tag on.
Trying to make me stop in the corners.
Oh man, my front end was pushing a bit. But yeah, those are some fun laps.
It's like whoever is behind coming into that final section is the one that gets the most speed out of it.
The next car's the leader.
Go on there.
New fast flat for you.
Sorry, Andy, I was slightly out of control there. No worries.
Almost lost it all right there. All right, good. We've saved enough fuel now that we might not have to worry about that too much anymore.
I didn't mean to dive bomb you, Brandon.
Dang it, I was hoping for a really good exit there. Car still got loose on me.
The leader consider 23.442.
Luis fell back a little bit during this lap.
Fast, flat for you. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
That's how you do it, baby. Back in the lead. See if we can't drive away from these fellas. Half-second gap. I think that's the biggest one I've had all race.
New fast, flat for you. You're in first.
Uh-oh. Sounds like my headset's trying to die on me. That would be detrimental. And also really weird because I just charged it.
Thanks, Jeff. Oh, go slow down Colin for us, please.
There we go. First chicane nailed it. All right, 0.7 the gap now. That's how you do it. All right. Looks like Luis and Andrew are going to battle now. That would be ideal. One second to gap. Okay, we can breathe a little bit. Lost a little bit of time that lap, but I think we're doing all right.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 22.728.
Oh, really? It's all thanks to my draft. He was able to go that fast. Leaving Luis in the dust, that's for sure. I wish he'd catch back up and put some pressure on Andrew. That would really help things out. I'm almost thinking about purposely kind of slowing things up here to see if Luis will catch up and put more pressure on Andrew. All right, we're already catching some lap traffic up here. We're catching them by 2.5 seconds a lap.
The car in P3 just set the fastest lap. 22.677.
That's a quick lap out of Lewis back there. I can never say his name's twice the same. Is it Luis or Lewis? That just equaled his qualifying time, I'm pretty sure. Should have just a tiny bit of draft off of Andy Cossack here.
Left side. Clear.
Andrew's keeping me on my toes, that's for sure. That was quick through that section. Come on, Luis, get up here and dance with Andrew a little bit. That wasn't good.
Collect.
Thank you, good sir.
Thank you, Andy. All right, collect.
Keep it up. We're in a great spot.
We sure are, Jim. We're leading the race. Question is, can we keep doing it?
Sorry, David, I misjudged that.
Watch out for this, David.
And that's Mark.
And you're first on the drum.
Keep it race oriented, please.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
The more
Looks like
often
I can do
Andrew
that
tries
again,
that
please.
move, the more likely Luis is to catch up, which is what we need to happen to take the pressure off here. Luis just can't get a good run down this back straight. That's the closest Andrew's been to me coming out of that corner. He's putting a good push on right now. That or I'm going slow.
Okay.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Should be plenty of fuel then. Okay. Let's go try to grab that fastest lap. It's going to be hard with the tires this worn out, but see what we can do. All right. That was good. Pull the gap. Good lap.
You've got the fastest lap.
We just barely got that fastest lap off of Lewis. Wow. Like 300ths faster, I think.
One more lap to win.
Okay, white flag. Just got to bring it around one more time. Oh, I sure hope this lap traffic doesn't get in the way.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
All right, there we go. Woo! Pulled out the win tonight. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's recap this one a little bit. Off the start, once again, we missed our shift to second. But thankfully, I had practiced being really aggressive into turn one here, and I was able to just make it stick despite missing that shift to second. Hey, Blacktown, thanks so much, man. It was a sweaty race. Andrew Bailing put the pressure on for the whole 40 minutes. There was no question about it. Even after getting off to this great start here, I really thought Luis and Andrew were going to start battling behind me, but they didn't. And a couple laps in here, we watched the start. So let's skip ahead. Andrew Bailing really starting to put the pressure on, even on lap 2, going into the first set of corners. And eventually, he's able to get around me. It's through this middle section of the track that I continually found myself having more pace than him. We found that in the practice race as well, that just this middle section, I don't know if it's my setup or just the way I drive it, but I could consistently carry more speed through this little twisty bit and get a better run onto that back straight. The place he was better than me was 9, 10, 11, and 12. So the final corners, that little combo of corners going on to the front straight, he was oftentimes quicker than me there. But when I would get it right, I would usually equal his pace. And there was a couple times he kind of screwed it up in this race. So let's skip ahead again here. This is one of the times I didn't quite get it right through this series of corners. Got a little loose on the exit, coming out wide, touched the grass, and sure enough, I knew right away he's going to go for this move. He's already like alongside me as we get onto the front straight. He gets to the inside. I already pretty much decide I'm not going to fight this one too hard because I didn't want to lose 2 positions. If I could just fall in behind Andrew and hold on to second place, I knew eventually I would have the pace to get past him again, or I thought I would probably have the pace to get past him again. So he gets the overtake there and gets a point for leading a lap, because coming around the next time, he's still in the lead, and I'm close right behind him in second. It seems like to me, whoever is following through that final section, that final set of corners, 9, 10, 11, and 12, they have a huge advantage over the car in front. They generally can carry more speed through there and get a better exit. Because it's such a high speed corner complex, I think this car just really responds to the extra draft it gets through there, and you're able to carry a lot more speed out of there. So here we are coming down to turn 1 again on the next lap. Andrew going a little defensive there, protecting the inside. I get a little bit checked up here. This is probably the hairiest part of the whole race. In fact, let's go look at this, because what happened here is with Andrew going defensive like he was, I kind of lost track of where the wall was. And if I had kept turning in right there, you can see it right here. If I had kept that turn in line, I would have hit the wall. So I had to adjust and kind of bail out of my turn in halfway through the corner, and you see Luis here catches right up. He's on my rear bumper as we exit the corner. Thankfully, he's not able to get a move on, but that gives Andrew a little bit of breathing room here for just a second. And thankfully, I'm able to close the gap back up. And just one lap later, I'm right back on his rear bumper going into turn 1. And just one lap after that, we're still right there. At this point, I wasn't freaking out. I was just really keeping it calm. The other thing I had to do was I was right on the limit of fuel that you could complete this race in. I took 8.2 gallons. My calculations came out, if I ran as hard as I could the whole time, that I would burn 8.19. So, yeah, there was a little bit of fear there that if I had led the whole race and had to push as hard as I did to stay ahead of Andrew at the end, I would have been short on fuel. So, as it was, losing the lead to Andrew actually helped me out a little bit here because I was able to just save some fuel and then make this beautiful move down into turn 1. Get on the inside of Andrew, go deep on the braking, tuck it in nice and tight on the apex, and boom, job done. We're in the lead, and we pretty much never had a spotter call of a car alongside me for the rest of the race. So that pretty much tells the story of this one. Let's go look at the results. All right, here's our results for this hosted AMS series. Series is redundant. American Muscle Series event. We come out on top. We got the pole position. We got the fastest lap. We got laps led. Only one incident point throughout the race. This one was near perfect. Andrew Bailing did take the lead away from me for just a few laps there, but we pretty much knew we had it the whole time. I had no doubt that I was going to overtake him by the end of the race. There was maybe a little bit of doubt. But anyway, this is going to secure some pretty good points for us, especially Luis, who is now currently leading the championship, finishing in 3rd and not leading a lap and not getting the pole and not getting the fastest lap. So he will be getting a little bit fewer points this week. And in fact, let's go take a look at those. I'm pretty sure they're posted already while we're getting that pulled up. Congrats to both David Moore, Neil Kemp, and Jeffrey Schnackle finishing behind us there. Cam Porter finally having a good race. I know he's been battling incidents. Mark Cohn with his promotion up to the pro class, finishing 8th. Jay Bast and David Finch rounding out the top 10. Joe Sacchetti bringing home the Challenger win with Brian Kennedy close behind him right there at the end. And a new winner in the amateur division, Colin Olson, bringing home the win for the amateurs. Let's go take a look at those points. Well, here's our points currently. Right now, things are a little bit skewed because they haven't applied the drop weeks yet. So me missing last week has a lot of points missing from my score. But once that one gets dropped out, we'll be a little bit back in the game. Although Luis Enriquez looking really strong right now because if the drop weeks do get applied, he will lose. He'll be able to drop a 43, a 41, and a 45. Those will be his lowest scores so far. Right now, I'm going to drop like a 0, a 22, and a 47. So that's pretty good from him. I don't know if he's going to be able to complete all the rest of the races this season. If he does, that's going to be a mighty big challenge for me because I don't know if we can make up that points gap. But hey, thanks so much for watching. And hope you guys are enjoying the American Muscle Series. If you are, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and we will see you all the next time we race every Tuesday night.